Welcome all your faces back to Mario Kart 8 Online Races. This is part 3. And we are here once again in some worldwide races for some worldwide racing fun. And so this video was a little bit weird because I don't know what happened with the recording. Audio got kind of desynced. So I'm kind of gonna have to do some editing on the fly here. So if the commentary seems like a little interspersed, I guess you could say, that would be why. I had to stop and edit and make sure that the sound is properly melded together with the video. All right, like a delicious chocolate milk, you know, you just gotta make sure that the milk is mixed in there with the chocolate. That's what we're doing with the audio and the video. We're making sure it's nice and well mixed. All right. Interesting metaphor for my videos. Almost as interesting as Move! Magic video editing. Alright, so here we go. I'm still using Metal Mario on the sports coupe with the roller tires. And I'm joined once again in this, in this video by Deck, aka KI57. I've been mentioning him quite a bit so far in this series. In fact, I think I've mentioned him every single video in this series so far, which is interesting. Very interesting, Deck. I hope you're appreciating this. Alright. I don't know where that guy thought he was going, but it's certainly not in the 6th, where I belong. Oh, never mind. 2nd. Sweet. That's a lot better than 6th, I'm telling you. Who is this person out in front? Because they are way far ahead. And is that Deck? No, I don't think... Yeah, no, that's not Deck. He doesn't use a bike. The motorbike. Whatever. Oh! Well, isn't this a very fancy item to get in 2nd on the 2nd lap? Also, I think if I kind of screwed it up there a little bit. I don't know, I think I got a little nervous. Oh, there was my bomb. I think I got a little nervous there with the, dude coming up behind me like that. I thought maybe he was going to hit me with something, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I don't want to lose all my stuff and or get hit and lose 2nd, so I'm going to just throw everything, and I kind of threw the bomb over the wall, and it hit literally nobody. Okay, so of course it's a Japanese player, Japinsi, in first. What the... okay. Loving the lag on this game. Very, very good. Although I will say, I feel like recently, I think maybe the lag has cleared up a little bit. I have not gotten one of those problems with, somebody leaving the room and then, all of a sudden, everybody gets kicked. I'm not sure if they fixed that or if I've just gotten lucky, but it hasn't happened to me over the past day. So, there you go. Alright, so we zoomed ourselves on in a 2nd, and that's gonna do it for that race. Not too bad here, no. Alright, so let me go ahead and get some questions, and just kind of finalize those, or kind of finish up those questions that I had, the preemptive questions going on. So Yorwee Reyes asks, what are your thoughts on Pink Gold Peach? I don't know, I thought that she was kind of an interesting looking character. This kind of like the, Metal Mario, the Peach equivalent of Metal Mario. But, it's not, is it an actual thing? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure they made it up for this game. I don't know, I guess it's kind of interesting. It's a little neat spin on Peach. Kind of fresh, give her a fresh take on her character. So, I'm not really, I'm indifferent about it, I guess. Let's just put it that way. I'm indifferent. Alright. So off to Sunshine Airport we go. 3, 2, 1, and boom, we're off. Thankfully, no screw-ups. So, I've actually got a little bit more of an appreciation for Sunshine Airport, Originally, I kind of, I'm saying I hated this track. I like it. But, it's okay now to me. I just kind of like it. I don't really love it or anything. It's just, I like it a little bit better now. I feel like I gotten better at it. That might have been part of the reason why I didn't like it so much. It's just I kind of, maybe things like that, perhaps, was part of the reason why I didn't like it so much. Of course, the track can't really help that. But regardless, I really enjoy the music in this level. This is a very, very good song. And so that's probably another one of the reasons why I enjoy it a little bit more now. But yeah, so Deck took first. Deck's been actually doing pretty well for himself here in the online scene in Mario Kart 8. It's funny because me and Deck, for some reason, we noticed that we seem to have like this rivalry going. For somehow we always manage to have a very, very close, if not identical, number of VR. So I think there was like one point when I don't know. I think oh, we were trying, we were trying to do all that crap with, trying to find a room that we didn't get disconnected from. And I think at one point Deck was like joining me. I was racing, and then he was joining me waiting for the next race. And then he, I think he was slightly ahead of me in VR at that point. And then I won the race. Whatever. I gained points in the race. And then he said, well, how much are you at? And then I said what I'm at. And he's like, oh my god, that's the exact same that I'm at. So I was like, okay, the rivalry is real. It's pretty cool. Alright, so aside from that, the thing about... Ooh, well, not very good news for Deck. The thing about these races is that I could have just, completely deleted them. I could have just said, forget it, I don't want to really edit them. Also, wow. Yeah, that was a little bit awkward. I had double red shells, and Deck was the only person in front of me. I didn't really know what I was going to do. And it sort of, that problem sort of cleared itself up. I could have just said, forget it, I'll just use some other races or whatever. But I kind of liked these races, I wanted to show new tracks in the series. I haven't shown Sunshine Airport before. Oh, I forgot to mention, that's the very first time that we've ever seen SNES Donut Plains 3 in this series. The first time we're seeing Sunshine Airport in this series. At least I think. Pretty sure. I'm gonna go with yes. Anyway, so yeah, oh, wow. And aside from that, they were pretty decent races, so, the audio editing is not that big of a deal. I edit videos all the time. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. It's pretty simple for me. I've gotten it down to a T, as it were. Alright, so let's get to another question. If I could. Riley John on Twitter asks, are you still a fan of Toho? If you are, who's your favorite character? I wouldn't really say that I'm really a fan of Toho. I've said multiple times I'm absolutely awful at the games. I haven't even finished, number 6 on anything past easy. So I really am just a fan of more the characters themselves and the stuff that the fandom comes up with. And so to that end, I would say that my favorite character is probably still Hong Meiling, aka China. As it was many years ago. Alright, he still hasn't changed. Alright, so off we go into the third and final race for this video. It's N64 Royal Raceway. It's a very good pick on Nintendo's part for the retro tracks, although I was a little bit disappointed with some of them. But I think somebody actually asked that, perhaps? Yeah, here we go. The Nitro 01 on YouTube asks, hey Anthony, I got a question for you. What retro tracks would you have liked to seen in Mario Kart 8 that weren't in Mario Kart 8? And I really feel like we got the short end of the stick in terms of Mario Kart 8 here. I feel like a lot of the good retro courses were used in Mario Kart 7. One of the ones that I really wanted to see was definitely N64 Koopa Beach. Yeah, Koopa Beach. Anyway, but yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, see a blue shell. Definitely another one of the good battle courses that was used in Mario Kart 7 was the Big Donut, N64 Big Donut. That was, I loved that one. I don't believe that they've done N64 Block Plaza yet, which, they definitely could have done on this game, but of course they did not because they decided to do something completely dumb for the battles, which made battles just completely irrelevant in this game. They tried to explain it and justify it recently, but I can kind of see it from the way that they explained it, but at the same time, I don't really like what they did with it. They could have done so much more stuff with the anti-gravity stuff in the battle courses, they didn't have to make it the whole race. They could have just made it a big stadium. You're like, oh, well, we wanted the element of surprise. You never know when you're gonna come around a corner and see an enemy. Look at the gamepad, then you will know. I don't even. Anyway, into this final lap we go. We are in 4th, behind Quailman87 from Germany, and Deck. I don't know who's in first, because I don't have a gamepad in front of me, unfortunately. See, I don't know when an enemy's going to come around a corner. I'll never be able to see them. Quailman. That reminds me of Owlman. It's a sort of comic book reference. It's like a alternate timeline version of Batman, which is an evildoer. But I mean, the Quail Man guy is actually the evildoer, not Batman himself is an evildoer. But yeah, he's pretty much like evil Batman. It's Quail Man. It's interesting. All right, alternate timelines, man. What are you gonna do? Oh, it was Polar Bear, so that means that Deck somehow dashed out in first. I think he made it. Wow, yes, he did. Wow. Lucky Deck. I wouldn't really call that luck. He just kind of, he raced faster than the blue shell could have gotten to him. That's not really luck. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like this video, why don't you subscribe and check out some of my other videos. There's more on the way, so stay tuned. Don't forget to rate. Ask me any questions you like, and I'll be sure to get to more questions and such in the next video. Hope you all enjoyed this one, because I sure as heck did. And I had to edit the heck out of it. See you all next time.